Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray's World. As promised, we are going to check on the bees. It's early fall, they should be making honey for us. It's a beautiful day. We're going to be taking a look to see if they're making honey in the super, that's the small box on the top. We're also going to go ahead and remove that box, whether they've made honey or not, because we don't want it on there for the winter. That's just extra space. You'll get condensation, cold water dripping on the bees, and they'll die. We don't want that to happen. While we're out there, we're going to be checking for any presence of mites. We want to make sure we're not seeing a whole lot of mites. I'm going to go ahead and put my bee suit on. They're probably pretty familiar with who I am. Shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But there's not a flow going on right now. That is, there's not a lot of flowers in bloom right now. So they're going to be a little deficient on nectar and pollen, which could make them more aggressive. It's cool out right now. It's probably about 67 to 70 degrees. So that'll help keep their aggression down. But I'm going to suit up anyway, just in case. There we go. Let's go check them out. All right, so the grass has grown. The weeds are growing a little bit. I'm just going to remove some of that, just to give them a little more room on their entrance. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this box in this box, but we're going to take this one off. This is the super right here. So let's see if we can do that. This is a waterer. It was dry there for a while, so this is a waterer for them. We put fresh water in there, and they stand on the rocks so that they don't drown. It gives them something to stand on. We've had lots of rain since then, so that's not too big of an issue. Watch out, Pooch. You don't want to get stung. All right, let's take the top board off. Take a look at this super. I see a lot of bees on it. Holy smokes. There's a lot of bees, but I don't see a lot of comb. I got mosquitoes stinging me in the leg. Yeah, they're just drawing out comb. They're not doing a whole lot. They are pretty docile. You can see right here, this is all new comb. This is all base, and there's some new comb right here. So all they're really doing is drawing out comb. They haven't stored up any honey here that we can harvest. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll pull these frames, we'll store them. See, she can sting me right there in the thumb. Look at her, stinging me, poor girl. We'll save these frames, and we'll just use them again next year. If this colony survives next year, then they'll have a head start, and hopefully we'll get some honey. That one's coming over to sting me. She might sting me here in a second. When you get stung, a pheromone is released warning them that there's danger, and so you get stung once, you're likely to get stung multiple times. Yep, that one's stinging me right there. She's trying to sting me. And that one's trying to sting me. And these two are trying to sting me. So they're pretty aggressive right now. Hopefully they don't sting Allison holding the camera. I just got stung in the leg. Yeah, they're pretty aggressive right now. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna leave that open. You can see they're stinging the heck out of my hands. They're trying to sting the heck out of my hands. I'm glad I wore gloves. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna smoke them just to calm them down a little bit and to get them off of that super so that we can take it right off of there. So we've got some organic cotton here that we've bought, and we're just gonna light that. We're just gonna light that with a torch inside there. Woo hot, woo hot. We're gonna get that smoldering. And that'll give us some good smoke. You don't have to buy cotton. You can use leaves or grass. Definitely want to do something that's organic. Move it up. That's what we need. Since we've got access to the brood, I want to take a quick look. Make sure they've got plenty of stores of honey. Yeah, they're much calmer now. Oh my goodness, yeah. That one's trying to sting me. So that is a full frame of honey, and that's all for them. That's all for them. There's a yellow jacket getting in there. There's a drone, one of the males. A couple of drones. Yeah, we're dripping a little bit of honey. That's okay. I'm good. We don't need to see much anything else. Squashing a couple bees, I'm sorry. So there's lots of honey. All of those top frames, they're all full of honey. That's food for them for the winter. I do need to go to the store and get a pollen patty. It's a little patty about that big, and it's pollen, and it's that's their protein. You'll get them through the winter a lot better than what they had last year. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the top back on here. We're gonna leave that, and later on this year, we're gonna insulate the hive so that they don't freeze. That's the hive for the winter. What we'll do here is we'll take this over by the shop, we'll smoke it, a lot of the bees will fly off. By later tonight, most of them will fly back here to the hive. We might have a couple of dead ones in the morning, but it'll be pretty minimal.
You will be gone. You will be
So there's still quite a few bees in there, but most of them will fly off. Like I said, we might have a few dead ones in the morning, but there's a drone right there. So guys, that's a drone. Look at the eyes, look how big his eyes are, look how big his abdomen is. That is a drone. He does not have a stinger.
cool.
So he can't sting you.
Cool. You can hold him? Aww,
That's a drone.
he looks nice.
That is the male honeybee right there. So as opposed to these are the females right here. They're working to repair the frames. They're trying to get propolis right in here to seal it up. You can see right in the corner, that's propolis right there.
Wow.
That's kind of their spackle.
I see the drone. He's nice.
Oh yeah, there he is right there. Yep, that's the drone. No stinger on you.
Put a stinger on all the girls.
Yeah, all of the females have stingers.
He's like, no fair.
He's only good for one thing. You know what that is?
Protecting the queen?
Nope, making babies.
He makes babies?
Well, he helps the queen make babies.
Oh.
We'll talk about that soon. Well, everybody, that's all I've got. No honey for us this year. Maybe next year if we can get this hive to survive. I think the key is going to be feeding them that pollen pack, making sure that they have plenty of food for the winter and they don't get that condensation in there. That was the mistake I had last year. I had too much airspace up above. It's 98 degrees in the hive. It's 10 degrees outside. You get condensation in that airspace and it drips down on the bees and it kills them. They had plenty of honey left over. So we're gonna go get some pollen packs maybe this week and we'll get that installed. It just goes right on top of the frames right here. It's just a patty that goes right on top of the frames here. And they munch at that all winter long and it adds them that protein. So it's not just all carbs and sugar, they get the protein as well. We'll do another video in a couple of weeks once it gets colder when we wrap the hive, once we get it wrapped in insulation and helps keep them a little bit warm here in the northern climates. We just like to add that extra protection. So thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll catch y'all real soon.